What have you done since high school, Laura? Huh? I said, what have you done since high school, Laura?
Nothing much.
You must have been doing something. These 6 long years?
Yes.
Okay then, such as what?
I took a business course at business college.
And how did that turn out?
Well, not very well. I had to drop out. It gave me indigestion.
What are you doing now?
I don't do anything much. Oh, please don't think I sit around doing nothing. My glass collection takes up a good deal of my time. Glass is something you have to take good care of.
What is it you said about glass?
Collection, I said? I have one.
You know what I judge to be the trouble with you? Inferiority complex. You know what that is? That's what they call it when a person low rates himself. I understand it, because I had it too. Although my case was not quite so aggravated as yours seems to be. I had it until I took up public speaking, developed my voice, and learned I had an aptitude for science. Before that time, I never thought of myself as outstanding in any way whatsoever. Now, I've never made a regular study of it, but I have a friend who tells me I can analyze people better than doctors who make a profession of it. I don't claim that to be necessarily true, but I can sure guess a person's psychology. Excuse me, Lord. I always take it out when it's lost its flavor. I'll use this scrap of paper to wrap it in. I know how it is to get it stuck on a shoe. Yep, that's what I judge to be your principal trouble. A lack of confidence in yourself as a person. You don't have the proper amount of faith in yourself. I'm basing that fact on a number of your remarks as well as on certain observations I've made. For instance, that clumping you thought was so awful in high school. You say you even dreaded to walk into class. You see what you did? You dropped out of high school. Gave up on an education because of a clump, which as far as I'm concerned was practically non-existent. A little physical defect is what you have. Hardly noticeable even. Magnified thousands of times by imagination. You know what my strong advice to you is? Think of yourself as superior in some way.
In what way would I think?
Man alive, Laura. Look around you a bit. What do you see? Common people. All of them born, all of them going to die? Which one of them has 1/10 of your good points? Or mine? Or anyone's for that matter. Everyone excels in something, some people in many things. All you've got to do is discover in what. Take me, for instance. My interest happens to lie in electrodynamics. I take classes in night school in radio engineering on top of a fairly responsible job at the warehouse. I'm taking those classes and I'm studying public speaking.
Oh.
Because I believe in the future of television. I wish to be ready to go up right along with it. That's why I'm planning to get in on the ground floor. I've already made the right connections. All that's left is for the industry itself to get underway. Knowledge, zip money, zip power. That's the cycle democracy is built on. I guess you think I think a lot of myself.
No. Oh,
Now, how about you? Isn't there something you take more interest in than anything else?
Well, I do, as I said, have my glass collection.
Right. I'm not sure I quite understand what kind of glass, is it?
Little articles of it. They're ornaments, mostly. Mother calls it a Glass Menagerie. Here's an example of one if you'd like to see. This one's the oldest. It's nearly 13. Be careful. If you breathe, it breaks.
Oh, I better not touch it. I'm very, very clumsy with
Go
things.
on. I trust you with him. See, you're holding him gently. Hold him over the light. He loves the light. See, look how the light shines through him.
It sure does shine.
I shouldn't be partial, but he is my favorite one.
What What sort of a creature is this one?
Haven't you noticed the single horn coming out of his forehead?
A unicorn, huh? Unicorns, aren't they extinct in the modern world?
I know.
Poor little fellow, he must feel sort of lonesome.
If he does, he doesn't complain about it. He sits on the shelf with the other horses, the ones that don't have horns, and they seem to get along together quite nicely.
How do you know?
I haven't heard any arguments between them.
No arguments. Well, that's a good sign. Where shall I send him?
Table? They all like a change of scenery every once in a while.
Well. Look how big my shadow gets when I stretch.
Yes. Yes, it stretches across the ceiling. Oh, sorry.
It stopped raining. Where does the music come from?
The Paradise Dance Hall across the alley.
What do you say, Miss Wingfield? How about cutting the rug a little?
Oh,
Oh, is your program all filled up? Oh my, every dance is taken? I just have to scratch some out. There we go. Oh, a waltz.
I can't dance.
There you go with that inferiority stuff.
I have never danced in my life.
Try.
I'd step on you.
I'm not made out of glass.
How do we start?
Let me show you. Hold your arms out a little.
Like this?
A little bit higher. Right? No, don't tighten up. That's the main thing about it. Relax.
It's hard not to.
Okay.
I'm afraid you can't budge me.
What do you bet I can?
My goodness, yes, you can.
Loosen yourself up. Let yourself
I'm
go.
trying.
Come on.
I know.
Easy does it.
Okay, but...
Loosen the backbone. Right. That's better.
Am I?
That's lots better.
Oh my. Oh my goodness.
What are we hit on the
Table.
Oh no. Did something fall off it, I think?
Yes.
I hope it wasn't the little glass horse with the horn.
Yes. Now he's just like all the other horses.
He's lost its
Horn. It doesn't matter.
I'm sorry.
Maybe it's a blessing in disguise.
You'll never forgive me. I bet that was your favorite piece.
I don't have favorites much. It's no tragedy, Freckles. Glass breaks so easily, no matter how careful you are. The traffic jars the shelves and things fall off.
Still, I'm awful sorry I was the cause.
I'll just imagine he had an operation. The horn was removed to make him feel less freakish. Now he'll feel more at home with the other horses. The ones who don't have horns.
You're very funny. I'm glad to see you have a sense of humor. You're very different. Surprisingly different from anyone I know. Do you mind me telling you that? I mean it in a nice way. You make me feel sort of, I don't know. Usually I'm pretty good at expressing things, but this is something I just don't know how to say. Has anyone ever told you you're pretty? Well, you are. And in a very different way from anyone else, and all the nicer because of the difference, too. I wish you were my sister. I'd teach you to have some confidence in yourself. The different people are not like other people. But that's nothing to be ashamed of. Other people are not so wonderful. They're 100 times 1,000. You're 1 times 1. They walk the earth, and you're right here. They're as common as weeds, and you're blue roses.
But blue is wrong for roses.
But it's right for you. You're pretty.
In what respect am I pretty?
In every respect. Your eyes, your hair are pretty, your hands are pretty. You think I'm making this up because I've been invited to dinner and have to be nice. Oh, I could do that. I could put on an act and say lots of things without being very sincere. But this time, I'm being sincere. I happen to notice you have this inferiority complex that keeps you from feeling comfortable with people. Somebody needs to build up your confidence and make you proud instead of shy and turning away blushing. Somebody ought to kiss you, Laura. Stumblejohn. I shouldn't have done that. I was way off the beam. You don't smoke, do you? Care for a mint? Peppermint lifesaver? My pocket's a regular drugstore. Wherever I go. You know, if you were my sister, I'd do the same thing as Tom. Bring around boys and introduce them to you. The right type of boys, of a type to appreciate her. Although Tom made a mistake with me. See, maybe this is the wrong call, and might not have been the intention having me over for dinner. But what if it was? It's not a problem. It's just that, well, I'm in a situation where I can't do the right thing. I can't take down your number and say I'll phone. I can't call you up next week and ask for a date.
You mean you won't call again?
No, Laura. I can't. You see, as I was explaining, I've got strings attached to me. Laura, I've been going steady. I've been going out for about a year now with a girl named Betty. She's fine. We get along fine, in most respects. She's a homegirl like you, Irish, Catholic. We met last summer on a boat trip up to Alton. And, well, at first sight, it was love. Being in love has made a new man of me. The power of love is really tremendous, Laura. Love is the thing that can change the world. Her aunt called up sick last weekend. She took a wire and had to go up. So naturally, when Tom invited me to dinner, I accepted, not knowing that I'm a Stumblejohn. I wish you would say something. What is this, Lord? Are you giving this to me? How come?
A souvenir.